Okay, so good morning. So let us start with the MDR part, All India Mock Test MDR part discussion, and I'm getting huge requests to send the PDFs and do more videos. Yes, thank you so much for your feedback, and we'll try to do more videos in upcoming 4 to 5 days, right? And so many people attempted the exam, and so many people are asking maximum questions. Okay, and this was the yeah. Hope. Okay, yeah. Sorry for the interruption. So we will post the results in the WhatsApp group, right? And the maximum marks in this exam were 130. Sujay got 130, right? And Pavani also got 129. So this is the maximum marks because I know the difficult level is little bit higher as expected. Don't worry. So if it is difficult and difficult for everyone, right? Okay, let us start the discussion. Okay, question number 1. Yeah. So under the rules, controlling officer. Yeah. Am I audible? Is it clear and visible? Yeah, I need response. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. So under the rules, controlling officer refers to the head of CDSCO, officer designated under Rule 10, medical device officer, and medical device testing officer. Controlling officer refers to. Yeah, controlling officer refers to. Yeah, please respond. Which one? A, B, C, D. I need your response. Yeah, D, medical device testing officer. What about others? Okay, let's go to the discussion. Right, Pavani. B. Right. Okay. So the right answer is B. Right. So officer designated under Rule 10. Okay. Officer designated under Rule 10 is as called as a controlling officer. Right. Rule 10. Okay. Rule 10 explicitly defines the controlling officer is any officer not below the rank of assistant drug controller by whatever the name called shall be the controlling officer to supervise and give instruction to any officer subordinate to such controlling officer. So this rule says, right, the officer designated under rule 10, anyone called as controlling officer, and this hierarchical structure ensures proper regulatory oversight and chain of command within CDSCO enforcement framework. Within CDSCO, it will help to do the right enforcement framework. Okay, next question. Under the rules, predicate device refers to. So many students are getting confused with about predicate device. So please be clear with the predicate device. What is predicate device, right? The most recently approved device in same category, the device first approved for similar intended use material and design, and any device currently marketed in India, right? And then a device approved by the US FDA. A device approved by the US FDA. Answer? I need response. Yeah, right? A device first approved for similar intended use material and design. Okay, right answer. That is predicate device. So predicate device in rule 3, it clearly explained in the rule ZM, provides a precise definition. So what it tells, predicate device means a device first time and first of its kind approved for manufacture, for sale, or for import by the CLA with similar intended use, similar material of construction and design characteristics. Okay, so this is called predicated device and non-predicated device. There are different separate rules, individual forms are there. Okay, so this definition is critical for determining substantial equivalence when seeking approval for new devices. Okay, so this is very important. And next, one or two. Which of the following best describes custom-made medical device? Custom-made medical device. Answer. Custom-made medical device. Participation will help you to prepare in a focused manner. Right. Custom-made medical device. Mass-produced devices with minor customization. Devices made specifically for doctor's prescription for particular patient. Devices manufactured exclusively for government hospitals. Devices with customized packaging. Okay, right. So the right answer is devices made specifically for doctor's prescription for a particular patient. Right? That is called custom made. Rule 3 and sub-rule R clearly defines custom-made medical device as medical device made specifically in accordance with a written prescription of registered medical practitioner specialized in the relevant area under his responsibility for the sole use of particular patient, but does not include a mass production of such device. Does not include a mass production of such device. So this distinction is important for regulatory exemptions under the medical device rules. If he is expert in that particular field, yes, he can go for the import, right? He can go for the customization, but he will be the responsible for everything, and it should not be mass production. Okay, next. Okay, yeah, this completes. Then, right. So, which of the following best describes custom made medical device, this is also completed. And then coming to the next question, under the rules, transient use. Okay, transient use means intended continuous use for less than 60 minutes, intended use continuous use for 24 hours, 7 days, and intended continuous use for single procedure only. Answer. Okay, very good. So the right answer is less than 60 minutes. Okay, so rule 3 explains transient use, a device intended for continuous use for less than 60 minutes is called as transient. Okay, transient use. That time-based classification is part of the risk assessment framework. First schedule determines the regulatory class of ABCD. Okay, so there are different classification. So we will do that one more video in shortly about how to classify the medical device based upon the different contexts. Okay. Next, 104. As per Rule 3 of the Medical Device Rules 2017, which criteria correctly identifies a transmissible agent? Transmissible agent. Okay, that is a transient, and this is transmissible agent in the context of classifying in vitro diagnostic medical devices. Okay, so any biological agent capable of causing disease in humans, right, excluding those transmitted solely by vector insects, and an agent capable of being transmitted to a person which causes communicable infectious disease, especially relevant for IVD classification purpose, pathogenic microorganisms that can spread through airborne droplet routes exclusively, and infectious agents that are resistant to standard sterilization procedures require specialized containment. Okay, what is the answer? Transmissible agent. Transmissible agent. According to the Medical Device Rules 2017, what will be the definition? Post your answers. Right, somebody opted B. Right, Pawan, right. So, right answer. So, according to the Rule 3, the purpose of classification of in vitro diagnostic medical devices, transmissible agent means an agent capable of being transmitted to a person which causes communicable diseases or infectious disease or contagious disease. Okay, so this is called transmissible agent. Transmissible agent. Okay, so this definition crucial for classifying IVDs in 8th schedule. Okay, in 8th schedule. 8th schedule, right? Okay, next question. Okay, next. Consider the following statements regarding medical device grouping. Okay, Rule 5. How to group medical device. Okay. Medical devices grouping allows manufacturers to group devices for licensing purpose and based upon solely on the price range of devices, and medical device grouping consider technological changes in the field. Yeah. How we will group, why we will group the medical devices. It explains in the rule number 5. Answer. One and two only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3. Which one is correct? Negative? Unable to answer? 1 and 3. Okay, excellent, right? So very good. So 1 and 3 is the correct answer because we will not consider the price in grouping of medical device. Rule 5 allows manufacturers to group devices for licensing purpose based upon the technological similarities and intended use while considering technological development in the field, right? And this rule explicitly states that grouping is based upon commonality of technology and intended use, not price range, making statement 2 is incorrect. Next, 106. Under Rule 6, who issues the guidelines on essential principles of safety and performance? Essential principles of safety and performance. Bureau of Indian Standards, World Health Organization, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, CDSCO. Rule 6. Who issues the guidelines on essential principles of safety and performance? What about others? Yeah, everybody should pose your options. Who will issue the guidelines on essential principles of safety and performance? Okay, so the right answer is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This is the boss for the CDSCO. Okay, so this will be controlling the CDSCO, right? So they will issue the guidelines. Okay, so these people will report to the Minister of Health and Family Welfare, and they will issue the guidelines. Rule explicitly states that medical device manufacturers shall follow the essential principles and safety of performance of medical device specified by the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This establishes the ministry as the sole authority for issuing the critical guidelines, not BIS or CDSCO. Okay, Bureau of Indian Standards, CDSCO. So over all this, the ministry is the sole authority. Okay, the ministry is the sole authority, right? Next, consider the following statements about essential principles for manufacturing. Rule 6. Manufacturers must follow essential principles of safety and performance, and guidelines for essential principles are issued by the Bureau of Indian Standards. Essential principles must conform the Drugs and Cosmetics Act rules. So which of the statement is correct? Which of the statement is correct? 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 to 3. Yeah, answer. Consider the following statements about essential principles for manufacturing principles. Right, 1 and 3. Okay, let us see the answer. 1 and 3 only. So Rule 6 mandates that manufacturer must follow the essential principles of safety and performance. This is very, very important. So that states by rule number 6, right? And this will be issued by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And Rule 12, which of the following is not a function of national accreditation body? Okay, national accreditation body. Lay down conformity assessment activities, prepare norms and procedures for accreditation, conduct investigations, audit and notified bodies. Okay, answer fast. Which of the following is not a function of the NBA, NAB? Okay, National Board of Accreditation is different and National Accreditation Body. Right. Right answer is C. Conduct clinical investigation. This is not the function of NAB. Right. So Rule 2 specifies 3 functions of National Accreditation Body. So number 1, lay down conformity assessment activities, prepare norms and procedure for accreditation, audit notified bodies periodically. These are the functions of NAB, right? Clinical investigations covered under chapter 7, okay, rule 49 to 62. 49 to 62 clinical investigations already we discussed in the previous video and are not within the purview of national accreditation body. So this comes under the clinical investigations comes under rule number 49 to 62 chapter 7. There is separate chapter for that. Okay. Next. Considering the following statements regarding central medical device testing laboratories, right? They must accredited by national accreditation body. They can established by central government. They can be designated by central government. So which one is correct? Central medical device testing laboratories. Answer please. Everybody should involve. Everybody pose your answers. Okay. So the right answer is D, 1, 2, and 3. So all statements are correct, right? So rule number 19, sub rule 1 says allow central government to establish laboratories, and rule number 9, sub rule 2 says permits designation of existing laboratories, and number 3, proviso to rule number 19 and 2, the designated central and medical device testing laboratory shall be accredited by the NAB. Okay, all 3 are correct. Okay, the answer is D. Don't get confused. Next, what is the maximum time period within which state licensing authority must decide on application for class AB manufacturing license? Okay, maximum time period. Maximum time period within which the state licensing authority must decide on application of class AB manufacturing. 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, 90 days. How many days? For AB, class AB, 3 and 5. Okay. Very good. Okay. 45 days. Excellent. Right answer. So rule 20 says the state licensing authority shall grant a license if not satisfied, reject the application within 45 days from the date of application is made under sub rule 1. The timeline ensures timely regulatory decisions for lower risk class AB decision. Maximum decision timeline will be 45 days. Okay. Then next question, under rule 26, what must be the license holder do in case of suspected unexpected serious adverse event? Okay, SUSA. Okay, SUSA reporting. 7 days, 15 days, 30 days, 60 days. How many days? Suspected unexpected serious adverse event. Okay, very good. Okay, making aware of 15 days. After awareing, you must do 15 days, within 15 days. Rule 26 says that license holder shall inform the state licensing or central licensing authority as the case may be of occurrence of any suspected unexpected serious adverse event, action taken including any recall within 15 days of such event come into the notice of license holder. Okay, this is very important, and this is very important for the safety. If something happened, you immediately report it. Otherwise, the adverse effect will go and spread to others also, right? And next question, consider the following statements about the test license conditions. Device must be used exclusively for clinical investigations, related purpose, and medical device officer can enter premises without notice. Okay, and licensee must maintain records of quantities manufactured. Yeah, everyone knows you can enter premises without notice. Yeah, that's why that is a power of drug inspector. What about other two statements? Yes, D. Okay, all the statements are correct. Okay, so these are the rules: 32A, 32B, and 32C. Okay, so requires exclusive use for the clinical investigations and the medical device announced entry, unannounced entry, and then mandates maintaining records. Okay, consider the following statements about license retention. Okay, license retention must be paid every 5 years. Failure to pay on time leads to license cancellation. Late fee of 2% per month is charged up to 180 days. Yeah, which statement is correct? License retention. Which statement is correct? Which statement is correct? 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3. So this question paper little lengthier. Okay, mostly statement based questions have given to make perfect in thinking. Okay, yeah, the answer is 1 and 3 only. Okay, so rule 29 states retention fee must be paid every 5 years, and rule 29 specific late fee of 2% per month up to 180 days. Okay, no need of cancellation. Statement 2 is incorrect. So deemed to have been cancelled only if payment not made during 180 days grace period. If the payment is not made in these days also 180 days grace period, then it is immediately cancelled. Otherwise, we should not cancel the license. So here the time frame. Okay, so 0 year license issued, and every 5 years you must pay the retention fee. Okay, retention fee you have to pay every 5 years, and this is the grace period 180 days. Okay, 180 days will be the grace period, 6 months. Then after grace period, then license cancelled. Before grace period, it should not be cancelled. If he is not paying the fee after 5 years, no need to cancel. Okay, you just take the fee after how many months he is paying. Okay, but do not cancel. Cancellation will be done after grace period. Okay, next, a medical device manufacturer with multiple manufacturing sites seeks optimization production by relocating class B device manufacturing. Okay, so class B device manufacturing from site A to site B, both of which are already licensed according to the rule 27 and related to provisions. What regulatory compliance is required for this intra-company site relocation? Okay, a manufacturer having having two licenses, right? But he relocated one group manufacturing, one group device manufacturing. Then what we will do? Okay, so question option A, no regulatory approval needed since both sites are already licensed of the same device class, and file intimation with state licensing authority within 30 days of operational commencement at new site. Obtain fresh manufacturing license for the relocated production devices. And then last option, submit detailed site master file comparison and obtain prior approval before commencing the operations. Yeah, what is the answer? So as a medical device officer, you should think, okay, so you are investigating one company or you are went for inspection, and assume you are in that place. What you will do? Okay, so yes, the right answer is C. Obtain fresh manufacturing license for the relocated production. Once the site is changed, you should go for the fresh license. Rule 27 addresses change in constitution. Okay, change in constitution, and requires that when there is a change in manufacturing location, even within the same company, a fresh application must be made. In same company, manufacturing location is changed, then you should go for the fresh application. The rule states as no change in constitution shall be made without prior approval of the state licensing authority or CL. Right? So both, whatever, you must take the approval if you are changing in the any constitution. Okay, so this is very, very important. Try to remember, don't get confused. Okay, next. Right, again, a contract manufacturing facility holds a loan license to produce class A surgical instruments for multiple clients. During an announced inspection under rule 28, the drug inspector discovers that facility is also manufacturing class C, that is cardiovascular devices, without proper authorization. What are the regulatory complaints under rule 20 and 27? What you will do if they are manufacturing cardiovascular devices with just having A and B license, right? Only the authorized class C manufacturing activities are prohibited. Existing class A loan license remain unaffected. Entire manufacturing license is suspended pending investigation of unauthorized activities. Loan license is automatically cancelled and a new application required for all manufacturing activities. And facility can continue class A manufacturing, but must immediately cease the class C production with a written undertaking. Yeah, which one is correct? Which one is correct? Entire manufacturing license is suspended. Okay, what about? So please mention the question number. So that will make me clear you're answering to which question. Okay. Right, what is the answer in this? What he will do? He is having loan license for class A, but he is producing class C. Then what he will do? 115B. Entire manufacturing license is suspended. Yes, you are the powerful person. Okay, but you should follow the rules, right? No, you cannot cancel entire manufacturing license because he already having class A. Okay, so if he is doing something mistake with the class C, just cancel the class C only. Right. Let's go to the discussion. So answer A, only unauthorized class manufacturing activities are prohibited. Existing class A loan license remain unaffected. So they can continue with the class A license, but they should stop immediately with the class C. Okay, that is the rule 27, provides a procedural framework for addressing unauthorized activities without automatically cancelling existing legitimate license. Okay, the rule requires the facility to inform state licensing authority or CLA, as the case may be, within 45 days. Okay, so within 45 days they have to inform of such change or shall make a fresh application or grant of license such change in constitution. Right. Next, consider the following statements about free sale certificate. Okay, free sale certificate. Free sale certificate from Australia, Canada, Japan, EU countries or USA exempt clinical investigation requirements, and free sale certificate must be issued by national regulatory authority, and free sale certificate from any country are accepted for class A and B devices. So 1 and 2 only correct, 1 3 correct, 2 3 correct, 1 2 3 correct. Answer. A, 1 and 2 only. What about others? What about others? Pavani, you left in negative or what? Okay, D. Okay, what about others? So many are there in live, so please respond. Okay, so the right answer is 1 and 2 only. Okay, 1 and 2 only. Statement 1 and 2 are correct. Rule 36 sub rule 3, which specifies that free sale certificate from Australia, Canada, Japan, EU countries or USA exempt clinical investigation requirements and must be issued by the national regulatory authority. Statement 3 is incorrect. As per rule 36(5) requires specific countries for class A, B devices, not any country. Okay, not any country. This is very, very important. Okay, only specific countries they mentioned in the rule, that countries only approved, not any country. Okay, consider the following statement about import of investigational medical devices. Requires application in form MD18 for treatment of patients with the life-threatening diseases and requires prior permission in form MD27. Okay, import investigational medical device. Import of investigational medical device. So which statement is correct? 1 2 1 3 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, answer please. Yeah, what about others? Rahul. Everybody should respond. Pose your answers. That, see, I am encouraging, why I am encouraging all of you to pose your answers. If it will become wrong, you will remember. Okay, import of investigational medical devices. Right, so let's go to the answer. Right answer 1 and 2 only. Statement 1 and 2 are correct as per rule 42 and sub rule 1, which requires application in form MD18 for treatment of patients with life threatening diseases. Okay, and statement 3 is incorrect because rule 42 for specific patient treatment. Okay, 42 for specific patient treatment requires form MD18, while rule 36 and sub rule 6 requires form MD27 for general import for investigational medical device. 18 for specific patient treatment requirement and MD27 general import of investigational medical device. Right. Okay, next, a clinical research organization receives investigational medical devices for a pivotal trial evaluating a new class D cardiovascular implant, class D, okay, which is danger. The devices are labeled according to Rule 48 for investigational use but lack specific MR conditional safety information required by the Institutional Review Board. According to the labeling requirements for investigational devices, what is the appropriate regulatory pathway to address this information gap? See, they are evaluating class D cardiovascular implants, okay, and they are labeled according to Rule 48 investigational use but lack specific MR conditional safety information, okay, which is required by Institutional Review Board. Then what we need to do as a regulatory part? So there is a communication gap between these two. So option A, investigational devices are exempt from all standard labeling requirements, including safety symbols. Sponsor must provide supplementary labeling information through protocol amendments and IRB approval. And third option, missing safety information renders the entire investigational device batch non-compliant. Last option, principal investigator can add required safety information manually without sponsor involvement. Yeah, what is the answer? So you assume the condition first, okay, what is happening, right? Then you take the decision. Okay, so these kind of questions need lot of perfection on the rules. Okay, yeah, let's go to the answer. Somebody answered A. The answer is B. Okay, so sponsor must provide supplementary labeling information through a protocol amendments and IRB approval. This is the right answer. Why? Rule 48 requires specific declaration like caution, investigational device limited by federal law to investigational use, not for sale. However, it does not exempt investigational devices from a relevant safety labeling requirements. Sponsor must provide supplementary information through formal protocol amendments approved by the Institutional Review Board, IRB, to ensure patient safety. Okay, so this is the communication gap you must refill. The sponsor must take care. Okay, sponsor must take care, and they should mention proper through the investigational device caution. Okay, yeah, next question, which organization maintains a registry where clinical investigations must be registered? Clinical investigation must be registered. Which registry they maintain? Clinical investigations maintained by, right answer, Pavani. So Clinical Trial Registry of India. Okay, not CDSCO, not ICMR, not NAB. Okay, it's a Clinical Registry of India. Yes. So Rule 53 states that clinical investigation shall be registered with the Clinical Trial Registry of India before enrolling the first participant such clinical investigation. This requirement ensures the transparency, oversight, and ethical conduct of clinical investigations involving medical devices. Right? Very, very important. Okay, next question. For new in vitro diagnostic medical devices, which form is used for application under Rule 64? Form MD26, MD27, MD28, 29. For in vitro diagnostics medical device, okay, not predicate device and not clinical investigation, in vitro diagnostics. So I clearly explained in the previous video how to remember all these rules for different categories and forms also. 26, 27, 28, 29. So which one? Form 28. Okay. We'll go to the discussion. That is right answer. MD28 for new IVD applications. That stays in Rule 64. Okay. Next question. Under what conditions can academic clinical studies on licensed medical devices proceed without requiring permission? So like colleges, if colleges want to do the experiment on licensed medical devices, proceed without requirement permission. when conducted by any university, when ethical committee approvals and data won't be used for marketing approval, when the device is class A or B, when conducted outside India. This is very good question and simple question but confusing question. Please answer. Answer please, all of you. Rahul, कहाँ गया? चाय पी रहा है क्या सुबह सुबह? Right. Right. Okay. Excellent, Pavani. That is right answer. Okay. So if you are conducting such kind of studies in your academic purpose, you should get approval from ethical committee. Okay. And then that data, whatever you are doing in academic institution, the data should not be used for the marketing approval. Okay. Again, you have to go for the approvals with the CDSCO. Right. So when ethics committee approves and data won't be used for the marketing approval. Rule 51 states that no permission is required for academic clinical studies when they get the approval for ethical committee and the data generated won't be used for marketing approval. 51 sub rule 3. Okay. So this exemption facilitates academic research while maintaining regulatory safeguards against unauthorized marketing claims. जो भी कॉलेज में किया हुआ डिस्कवरीज या इनोवेशंस that cannot be directly enter into the market. Okay, again you get the approval from the CDSCO. What compensation provisions apply when a death occurs during a clinical investigation? So if a death occurs during clinical investigation, what will be the compensation? No compensation required. Compensation to legal aid specified under Rule 122 DAB, fixed compensation for 10 lakhs, compensation determined by Hospital Ethical Committee. Yeah, answer please. No compensation required. 122 B. Okay, 122 DAB. Okay, the right answer is DC Act में जो भी है Part 6 में 122 DAB. According to that, we can go for the where a death of participant is related to clinical investigation and it is attributable to the use of an investigational medical device. The sponsor permitted under Rule 52 shall provide to the legal heir of that participant such compensation in such manner as specified under Rule 122 DAB of Drugs and Cosmetics Act rules. So this this particular rule, okay, connects with the DC Act. Okay, 55 connects the DC Act and medical devices. It's a junction rule. Okay. Next, before initiating clinical investigation, what approval must be obtained first? क्लिनिकल इन्वेस्टिगेशन पहले कौन सा अप्रूवल लेना चाहिए? कहां से अप्रूवल लेना चाहिए? सेंट्रल लाइसेंसिंग अथॉरिटी अप्रूवल, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट अप्रूवल, रजिस्टर्ड एथिकल कमिटी अप्रूवल, नोटिफाइड बॉडी अप्रूवल. Confusing question. Okay, initiating clinical investigations. Yeah, answer everyone. So many people are there, but only few people are posting. Please post the answers. That will help you to remember. No need to worry if it is wrong. Okay, and don't get discouraged. Okay, the right answer is C, registered ethical committee approval. So Rule 53 clearly mandates clinical investigation shall be initiated after approval of clinical investigation plan by registered ethical committee. Okay, then only you initiate the investigation, because you must submit all the data approved by the ethical committee, then go to the licensing authority, because they do not know anything, right? Again, they will just regulate. Okay, the ethical committee approval is the mandatory first step before beginning any clinical investigation, ensuring the ethical review and participant protection. All made this wrong answer in the exam. Next question, for medical devices containing drugs that already approved and marketed in India, what may be relaxed under Rule 63? Clinical investigation requirements, animal toxicology and related studies, manufacturing facility requirements, labeling requirements. what is relaxed under Rule 63? Okay. If the drug is already marketed in India and the drug is combining with the medical device, what we can exempt? The answer. No. Okay. Right answer is animal toxicology related studies. Okay. So a drug is already approved by the preclinical trials. That's why you can exempt animal studies, but clinical investigations always required. Okay. You must go with the clinical investigation, because how it is behaving the human being is different, right? So the Rule 63 states that the submission of requirements relating to animal toxicology, reproduction studies, teratogenic studies, perinatal studies, mutagenicity and carcinogenicity may be relaxed in case of drugs already approved and marketed in India. This provision avoids unnecessary duplication of safety testing. Okay, already drug is approved means the safety is approved, right? So those are safety, and again, no, you don't need to go for the duplication, right? Animal tox. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding Rule 65. So the medical device must conform to specifications submitted in the application. PSUR must be submitted every 6 months for the first 2 years. Yes. SUSAR must be reported within 7 days. Just remember the options. Whatever the questions you are going through in the examinations are options, remember that at least. So in the previous question, the question is based upon the SUSAR reporting. Okay. So if you are able to answer there, and you can answer, you can eliminate the option clearly. Okay. So the question is given in SUSAR 15 days, and here the SUSAR is giving 7 days. You can eliminate first this one. Then you think about other options. So this is how you must play the trick in the while doing the examination. Okay. So yeah, which one is the correct statement? Which one is the correct statement? Okay, answer is given already, right? 1 and 2 only. So statements 1 and 2. Statement 3 is incorrect because Rule 65D requires SUSAR reporting in 15 days. Okay, not 7 days. Okay, right. The Anushri gave answer for which question you gave answer B. Previous question or this question. So that's why I request all of you, please write, mention the question number so that it will not get confused. So answer is 1 and 2 only. Okay, third statement is incorrect. Okay, so this completes 125 question, and then we'll move to the next question. Okay, part 2, this will be yeah, this is already completed. Yeah, 126. Consider the following statements regarding Rule 65. Yeah, this is already completed, I think. Okay. Yeah, again, rule number 65. So, Form MD27 permission holders must submit PSUR 6 months for first 2 years. Okay, then Form 29 permission holders must submit SUSAR 15 days, and then both permission holders must inform CLA of market launch date. So, which one is correct? 1 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3. So, maximum questions we are expecting from the manufacturing. Okay, so manufacturing rules is very important. Please focus on manufacturing. Yeah, what is the right answer? Answer, please. Yeah, 126D. What about others? 1, 2, 3. Right? Wrong answer. So that is only 1 and 3. Right? Statement 1 and 3 are correct according to rule number 65B and C. Apply for both MD 27 and 29 permissions. Statement 2 is incorrect. Only Form MD 27 permission holders must submit SUSAR within 15 days. Okay. Rule 65 does not specify the requirement for Form MD 29 holders. Okay. Form MD 29 holders. Important here. SUSAR reporting requirements under Rule 65D apply specifically to Form MD 27 permission holders only, not MD 29 holders. This is a crucial regulatory difference between two types of permissions. Okay, two types of permissions. Very, very important. Okay, next question. So, what is the maximum time period within which CLA must decide a clinical investigation application? So, in how many days they should give the answer? In how many days they should give the answer? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. You can write days number, days digit. If these kind of options are there, your answer. Maximum time period they have to take the decision on clinical investigations. Answer please. Confusion, right? So how many days? It is 90 days, right? They should resolve the decision in 90 days itself. Rule 52 and sub rule 2 states that if the application is not satisfied, it shall be rejected for reasons to be recorded in writing within a period of 90 days from the date of application made under sub rule 1 of Rule 51. So the 90-day period represents the maximum time frame for the CLA to make decision. This ensures timely processing of clinical investigation applications while allowing adequate time to go for review. Okay, 90 days is huge. Okay, in that 90 days they can go for decision. Yes, what additional requirements must be met for exemption from clinical investigations results under Rule 63 for device approved in reference countries? Those 5 countries are there, na? Canada, Japan, Australia, right? So in that countries, if it is already approved, then what are the exemptions? The applicant must conduct post-marketing surveillance. The applicant must give an undertaking to the conduct post-marketing clinical investigation. The device must be priced below market rate. The device must be manufactured in India within 6 months approval. Okay, so anyway you can eliminate this option. This is no more relation to the question, and you can think on other options. Okay, right. So no need of manufacturer also. You can delete this one also. The answer is A or B. Yeah, please answer. 128. Okay, the answer is B. Okay, very good. Right answer. B. The applicant must give an undertaking to conduct post-marketing surveillance. It is very important because already we are exempting so many things because it is approved in the reference countries. No need to go for the again investigational studies, but you must focus, you must concentrate on the post-marketing surveillance. After releasing into Indian market, what is happening? You must report updates to the CLA if anything goes wrong, right? So Rule 63 requires an applicant give an undertaking to conduct post-marketing clinical investigations of safety and performance such investigational medical devices as per the protocol approved by the CLA. This is critical requirement. The written undertaking ensures that even when devices are exempt from the pre-market clinical investigations based upon the approval in reference countries, post-marketing clinical investigations will still be conducted, verify safety and performance in the Indian context. Yeah. So this is important. Post-marketing surveillance is important, even though you are not submitting clinical investigations. So next, according to the Rule 67(4), in which form must be the results test evaluation to be sent to the sender. According to the Rule 67 and Sub-Rule 4, in which form must the result of test evaluation should be sent? Results by the testing officer. Results, reports, and memorandum. Right, there is a sequence, right? 30, 31, 32, 33. 30, 31, 32. Okay, good. Testing officer forms 30, 31, 32. 32 results, huh? Narsimha Reddy? Results, it is, here it is mentioning result, not reports. Pavani also made 32. Okay, let's see the correct answer. 31. Okay, remember the sequence I already explained in the previous video. Okay, so this is memorandum and 31 results. Don't get confused. 32, 3 copies of reports. What they have used, reports. Okay, 3 copies of report. So here Rule 67 and Sub-Rule 4 specifies that the result and test of the evaluation shall be sent forth with the sender in form 31. Result. Okay, report in 32. Don't get confused. I know it is very difficult for everyone, but make sure that whatever you are focusing on forms, some forms only we are focusing, right? That 30, 31, 32, 27, 28, 29, the sequence forms are there. No? So you must focus them, right? This is very simple, and in simple questions you should not do any mistake. Right. So which of the following is not a duty of medical officer? What is not your duty in these 4 statements? Inspecting manufacturing sites annually, and issuing manufacturing license, investigating written complaints, instituting prosecution for violations. बताओ कौन सा आपका ड्यूटी नहीं है? Come on, answer please. I think it is visible, right? Yeah. 130. Investigating written complaints. What about others? Everyone should respond. This is your duties. The question is about your duties. Once you get the appointment, what you should not do among these 4 statements? What are your powers? All of you respond, please. Those who want to become drug inspector. Please post your answers. Anushree, Pavani, Narsimha Reddy also not posted. And Rahul, where have we gone? Okay, B, right. Anushree also B, Narsimha Reddy also B. What about Pavani? Okay. Jyoti Das also opted B. Okay. All answered wrong answers. You are not still knowing your powers. Okay. You must investigate the written complaints. If somebody given a written complaint, you go and investigate. That is your power. Yeah. Tell next. What about other options? Think about other options. Okay. So here the right answer is instituting the prosecution for violations. This is not your power. Okay. So you can, yes, you can. Yeah, okay. Sorry. So the question is, which of the following is not a duty of medical device officer under Rule 70? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I thought the next question is different. Yeah, correct. Right. B is the correct answer. Yeah. We no need to give the manufacturing license. The manufacturing license issued by the authorities. Okay. The next question. Right. So issuing manufacturing license. Okay. Issuing manufacturing license. So Rule 70, the duties. 71, information. 76, purpose. 78, dispatch. So this is also sequence. You remember. Okay. 71. 70, duties, your duties. Okay. 71, do not disclose the information. Okay. 76, purpose, you have to mention why you are doing the inspection. And 78, you dispatch the samples. Okay. So 71, 70, 71, 76, 78, these are the interlinking for your inspection rules. Okay. Yeah. 70, disclose list of duties but does not include the manufacturing license that is issued by CLA. Okay. And yeah, this is important. Your next question comes, which we are discussing that. Okay. Right. 71, written sanction before a medical. So according to 71, who must give written sanction before a medical device officer can disclose the official information? Who will give the sanction to disclose the information by to the drug inspector? See, you went for inspection, you got some information whether it is wrong or right. Okay. When you will give this particular information to others, by sanctioning permission from whom? Yes. Okay. From your official supervisor. Do not disclose this information some other DCGI or anyone. Okay. You must take the consent from your immediate supervisor, not DCGI. No. Okay. DGHS, Central Licensing Authority, State Licensing Authority. You should not disclose any information until and unless you take the consent from your official supervisor, your supervisor. Right. Okay. So Rule 71 states disclosure cannot be happen without previous sanction or in writing of his official superior. Don't get confused. Follow the rules carefully. Okay. So yes, confidentiality protocol. This requirement ensures that official information is protected and that any disclosure follow proper hierarchical approval. Proper hierarchical approval. You cannot overcome your immediate officer, official superior, that to be controlling officer. No, controlling officer is different. Yeah, right. So controlling officer, officer to be supervised, if to your immediate officer, right? Okay. Yeah, don't get confused. These simple questions, right? Next question. Consider the following statements regarding Rule 80. So medical device officer must report the court if confiscated devices are not of standard quality. The convicted person bears the cost of destruction. The court may return a confiscated device to the rightful owner. Which statements are correct? Which statements are correct? 1 and 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Answer, please. D. Okay. Right. What about others? Right. Okay. The right answer is D. 1, 2, 3. Right. So the provision rule states that convicted person bear the destruction cost also. So if you prepared something miss device, then you have to bear the cost for the destruction also. That comes from the court. Okay. Right. Okay, next 133. Consider the following statements regarding rule number 79. Confiscated medical devices must be destroyed immediately. Implements used in manufacturing misbranded devices are liable to confiscation. Vehicles used in carrying spurious medical devices are liable to confiscation. Which statement is correct? 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, pose your options. Answer, please, all of you. C, D. D. कहाँ से आया? First rule you must think on this one. Okay, what about this one? Confiscated medical devices must be destroyed immediately. No, you should not destroy any medical device. Right? So we'll see the answer. Right, 2 and 3 only. So the first statement is wrong. You should not disclose, discard any medical device which is violated or confiscated. You must submit to the court. Okay. Right, statement 2, 3 are correct. Statement 1 is incorrect. Confiscated devices are not automatically destroyed. Rule 80 outlines the procedure for determining disposal. Okay, due process. The distinct is important. While implement and vehicles used to violation are liable to confiscation, carrier, it may be animal or vehicle or whatever that a particular thing is carrying, that is also liable for confiscation, and but not immediately destroyed. Instead, Rule 80 provides a structural process for assessment and disposal, ensuring proper legal procedures are allowed and followed. Right. So this is important. You cannot dispose any device immediately. Okay. So please focus on the rules carefully. Okay. Consider the following statement about Rule 67. The sample for test must be sent in a sealed packet with a memorandum of Form MD30. The packet and outer cover must be marked with the distinguishing number. The result of test must be sent in Form MD32. So which one is correct? So just if you concentrate previous question, you can answer this question easily. Yeah, answer please. Write question number. So because it is delaying, the streamline always delays the live to YouTube. Okay. Yeah, question number. Question number you should, okay, D, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Jyoti Das opted D. So read the questions carefully. Okay. What is Form MD32? Okay. So the right answer is 1 and 2 only. 32, what 32? 32 explains about the reports. 31 results. Okay. 30 memorandum. Okay. You have to write all the name and everything details, right? So this is very, very important, right? Statements 1 and 2 are correct according to Rule 67 and 62, 67, 1 and 2. And 30, statement 3 is incorrect. Results must be sent in Form 31. Okay, not 32. Form accuracy. The correct form for test results is MD31, not 32. This is the critical detail for the compliance. Using the wrong form could invalidate the testing process. Form MD30 is used for the memorandum accompanying the sample, while Form 31 used for the reporting. If you are making wrong form, that will become invalid. Okay. So according to the Rule 68, Sub-Rule 1, what must medical device testing officer do upon receiving a sample? What we need to do? Immediately test the sample, compare the seals with a specimen impression received by the packet, and notify the manufacturer, send the sample to the licensing authority. So niche CD is removed, and then the AB. So what is the answer? Yeah, correct. Okay, B is the right answer. You must observe, compare the seals with the specimen impression received separately. So the document will be in the separate packet, device will be in the separate packet. You must compare the seal. Same seal is there or not. Okay. Sometimes people can do anything, right? So they can change the packets, right? So that's why same seal should be there, and that should be observed by the testing officer. Yes, compare the seals. That rule number 68, sub-rule 1 says that packet must be observed, and they should receive separately and shall note the conditions of the seal. Agar kuch pata hua hai, kuch tear kiya hua hai, so you should observe everything. If it is teared something, you immediately report to the concerned officer. Should not go for the testing. Okay, right. Next. What is the validity period for registration granted under Rule 84? Validity period of registration is asking, not for the license. Read the question carefully. Okay, yeah, what is the answer? Registration, validity period of the registration, 5 years, 10 years, perpetuity, 3 years. Yeah, answer please. Everyone, please answer. So many are online. See, okay. What about Pavani, Anushri, Jyotidas? Yes, excellent. Okay, registration of the notified body is perpetuity. Okay, there is no validity for this until unless they are maintaining all the rules and regulations according to the regulatory authority. If they are not maintaining, then it will be cancelled. But otherwise, once you get the permission, it will be remain perpetuity unless suspended or cancelled. Yes, the right answer, perpetuity. So rule 84 states that a registration granted under sub rule 3 form MD40 okay shall remain valid in perpetuity unless it is suspended or cancelled, right? Next, 137 rule 85, how long must test records have retained for substances with an expiry date? If the medical device having expiry date, and how many years that should noted the records after expiry? 1 year beyond expiry, 2 years beyond expiry, 3 years beyond expiry, 5 years beyond expiry. Answer please. How many years you should maintain the results after expiry? Which device having expiry date? Yes. B, 2 years. After expiry, 2 years you have to maintain the. So without expiry date device, how many years you have to maintain? Without expiry. Those who will tell this answer, they will get chocolate. I will send you chocolate. No, 5 years, not 5 years. Don't get confused. It is 6 years. Okay. Yes, Pawan, you will get the chocolate. Yes. Okay, good. 6 years, right? Yeah, 2 years beyond expiry date. Yes, excellent. And yeah, under rule 86 and filed within how many days can appeal be filed against suspension or cancellation? Appeal, okay, appeal can be filed against. So if somebody is cancelled your license, you should you go for appeal in how many days? 15 days, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. Manufacturer, you came to my company, you cancelled my license, then I should go for appeal in how many days? Okay, answer everyone, please post your answers. Okay, that is 30 days only, not 60 days. Within 30 days you go for the appeal. Rule number 86 and 5 states that applicant may file appeal within 30 days from the date of receipt of such order before the central government. Okay, the 30 days window period filing appeal provides a reasonable time frame for affected parties or manufacturing companies, right? And they can appeal in 30 days. Okay. Yeah, next. Consider the following statements regarding the rule validity. Yeah. Registration is valid for 5 years. Registration retention fee must be paid every 5 years. Late fee is 2% per month for late payment. Which of the following statement is correct? 139. Registration regarding rule 84. 139. You are answering late, or that YouTube is giving answers late. I don't know. So please respond fast. B, 1 and 3 only. So registration retention fee must be paid every 5 years, right? What happened to that? Is it not correct? C, 2, 3 only. What happened to valid for 5 years? See, the statement is simple. Statements are simple. Okay. Right answer is 2 and 3 only. Okay. So statement 2 and 3 are correct. Statement 1 is incorrect. Registration is valid in perpetuity. Just now we discussed. The registration is valid for perpetuity if they are maintaining all conditions properly. If they are not maintaining, they can go for cancel. But registration, no need to. You have to pay the fee. Okay, you have to pay the fee, right? Again, you are telling D. Okay, yeah, maybe you posted before that. That's why it is coming. So answer is C. Okay, so here see the question. Registration is valid for 5 years. Registration of notified bodies valid for perpetuity. Okay, all people are on option giving option D. It is incorrect. Okay, so your next question 140. Consider the following statement regarding Rule 85 constitutional change. Must inform CLA registration valid for 90 days after change. Must get fresh approval within 90 days. Which are correct? 1 2 1 3 2 3 1 and 2 1 2 3. Answer fast. Answer please. You write the question number. Write the question number, then answer. Okay, so we'll go for the answer. 1 2 3. Okay, all three statements are correct. Rule number 85, sub rule 10 requires written notification. State registration is valid for 90 days after change. Implies a fresh approval must be obtained within that period, 90 days. Okay. Next, what does mutatis mutandis means? Context of Rule 87. We are much discussed about this mutatis mutandis. Okay, very very important. And this connects the DC Act and medical device rules. Okay, so without any changes, with the necessary changes have been made only for identical provisions, only for specific categories of devices. Okay, somebody answer D. Meaning, okay, if you go through my previous videos, you will answer this question very easily. Okay, no D. Why D? So direct the Latin name. Okay, it is a Latin word. The meaning is with the necessary changes modified. Okay, with the necessary changes have been made. Okay, with the necessary change. The Latin name itself with the necessary change. Okay, that is 87. No need of fresh license. You can go for existing license given by the DC Act. Right? Yeah. Fine. Okay, 142 under Rule 88, who can supply invasive medical devices to hospital against a delivery challan? Invasive medical device. It comes under high risk classification. Invasive medical device. Yes, who can supply? Hospital, manufacturer, any person having license, only government authorized. Please post your options with question number. Suresh, मैंने दे दिया ना. You can download from our mobile application. Okay, are you there in the WhatsApp group? I'll share in the WhatsApp group now. Or you download from mobile application. Okay, right. So who can supply the invasive device to the hospital? Yes, anyone, any person having valid license. Okay, right answer. Right. Rule number 88 says that any person having valid license can supply the machine. So this requirement is holding a valid license. This could be a manufacturer, distributor, retailer. The rule does not restrict supply to only manufacturers or government authorized entities, but it does require proper licensing. Okay. Next, what conditions must be ensured by the licensee when supplying invasive medical device against delivery challan? This is very very important. So exemption conditions in emergency medical devices directly to the hospital, right? Yeah. Device must be free of cost. Device must be approved by hospital ethics committee. This is a repeated question for our students. I have given so many times in the test series. Okay. So those who really want to practice all our tests, which is conducted in 2 months in one go, you can purchase our test series, which is only 500 rupees. All subject wise, chapter wise, and schedule wise tests we have conducted, and this grand test discussion also videos. Okay, so only we are doing this YouTube live only for 2 tests, but already we are continuing the grand test since long days back. Okay, if you want that all discussions, or you want to practice all the questions, you can buy our test series, which is available in the mobile application. You can download our mobile app, and there is an online test series are there. You can purchase it with only 500 rupees. So many questions you can practice. Yeah. What is the answer? Against delivery challan? C. Specified storage conditions. Very good. Okay. Specified storage conditions are always maintained. You no need to make the official invoice. Okay. GST invoice, or you get the permission from the administration. Nothing. If somebody is required a surgical medical device for surgery purpose, okay, you no need to go for the official bills. Okay, just you make the cash or credit memo and get the discharge delivery challan. and you only thing you have to do is maintain proper storage conditions. This is very, very important. Okay. Okay, next, specified storage conditions are important according to rule number 88 and sub rule 1. Okay, that maintains the quality assurance. Then 89 sub rule 1, who is responsible for initiating the recall? This is also a repeated question from our test series. Yeah, who will be initiating the recall of the medical device? Hospital using the device, CDSCO, manufacturer, or state drug controller? Answer please. Yes, okay. So recall of the medical device always should start with the manufacturer itself, not CDSCO, not drug inspector, not hospital. If hospital is identified some mistake with the device, then they should immediately inform to the concerned authority and manufacturer. And if drug inspector know about happening with the medical device, then they should give the information to the manufacturer. They should initiate the recall. Recall always by manufacturer or authorized agent. Yes, that is rule number 89. Then 145, consider the following statements regarding rule number 88. 1. The only manufacturer can supply invasive medical device to hospital. Delivery challan can be made, can be used for supplying invasive medical devices. Storage conditions must be maintained for such supplies. Repeated means similar type of question is given here. So the answer is 2 and 3 only. Okay, very good. And consider the following rule 87. Okay, so medical devices sales regulations are completely separate from drug regulations. Part 6 of the DC Act applies to medical device with necessary changes, and drug sale license before medical device rules are deemed valid for medical devices. Which one is correct? Which one is correct? Jyotidas, read the question carefully. Okay, app name is Dr. Dinesh Pharma. Okay, app name is Dr. Dinesh Pharma only. Okay, you search in the Play Store. C 2 3. Yes, perfect answer by Pavani. So Jyotidas, it is a wrong answer. Why? Because medical device sales regulations are completely separate from drug regulations. No. So everything this medical, see, DC Act is a supreme. Okay, DC Act is supreme, right? Even though the sale of medical device can be done without following these medical device rules, if they are getting the license before these rules 2017 by maintaining the conditions. Okay, DC Act is supreme. Until unless something is wrong mentioned in the DC Act about medical device, then they override the particular rule. What is that for? What is that rule? Overriding effect. Overriding effect rule. Come on. How the medical device rules change the rules of DC Act? By the rule number. Please go through all our previous videos. You will get a clear idea all these rules. Overriding effect rule is no, not 96. Is it correct? Must have confidence. Okay. Okay, so the answer is 2 and 3 only. First statement is incorrect. Okay, so DC Act not a separate. See, sales. This shows medical device sales leveraging existing drug regulations rather than being completely separate. It is not a separate one. Okay, it is not a separate one. Right. 97. Okay, 97 is the overriding effect. Okay, next, which rule ensures the prior approvals, inspections, penalties under the DC Act remains valid under new medical device rules? Which rule talks about DC Act? Okay, rule number 97. Rule number 96 is overriding effect, I think. Okay. Yeah, 97 savings. Yeah, 96 is overriding effect. Correct. Who is that? Yeah, Pavani, you are correct. Okay. And Narasimha Reddy. Yeah, is it 97 is Narasimha Reddy is correct. Now 147. So rule number 97 savings explicitly preserve the validity of all actions, approvals, penalties taken under the DC Act, ensuring seamless transition and legal stability. 97 is critical for saving, right? Yeah, this is already completed. So we're going faster manner. So consider the following statements regarding rule number 96. So, yeah, medical device rules override Drug and Cosmetics Act 1945, and medical device rules override all state laws. Medical device rules are subordinate to international treaties. Which one is correct? 96, overriding effect. Okay, so the answer is 1 only, correct. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2, 3 are incorrect. Okay, right. 1945 and not state laws. They are not have power to all these to do all these things. Okay, there is a hierarchy maintenance is there. And last question: what is the manufacturing license retention fee? Fee each distinct medical device of class A or class B? Simple question. Yes, how much? How many rupees? 250, 500, 1000, 2500. Each distinct medical device per device. Okay, right. 500. Okay. Right answer? Okay, that is 500 rupees. As per second schedule, serial number 12, manufacturing class AB is required 500 rupees. Class CD required 1000 rupees. Okay. Yeah. Last question. What currency used to import license fee for class AB medical device? Class AB medical device, what currency used? Question number? Right. Okay, US dollars. Import means US. Okay, you may be importing from the different country, but you must always use US dollars. Okay. So this completes the MDR part of the All India mock test. Okay. So many people are asking the marks, how many maximum marks they got in this test. So 130 is the maximum marks. Okay, 130.5 I think. Okay. And yes, this is I think it's a difficult level question paper which I've made. So to get rigorous preparation, right? Hope you are enjoying the videos, right? Yes or no? You are enjoying the videos? Okay, should I give options? Yes or no? Both yes or no? None of neither yes nor no. Great questions. Great questions. Thank you. Okay. Okay, good. So you're always thinking about options, right? Because doing practicing so many questions day and night, and you're always expecting options. If somebody is telling from your home, if they're asking something, don't ask the options. Okay. So don't worry. So today is Monday. Until Saturday, we'll be there. Okay, I will be helping you in solving some questions, right? Giving some notes, right? Yeah. Yeah, so many people are calling. Sorry, I'm unable to answer your calls because I'm busy in some other meetings and busy in preparation on all these things. We are working day and night for the exam. So for to help all the aspirants. Okay, if you're not getting reply and so many people took the test series and you did not get the access, you will get the access today because Sunday it was holiday, so staff are not there. And today we will give you all the access to those who paid money. Okay. For the test series. An important thing, so we have a test series in our mobile application, Dr. Dinesh Pharma. So in that, all the tests are there. Almost 20 to 30 tests were there with explanation. You can purchase the test series and you can practice. If you're already prepared also, you can go for the practice. Okay, that is available in the mobile application. Go to the courses, you will get the all tests. And we are going to conduct 3 more tests, not in YouTube, but in our mobile application. And one final mock test will conduct in the YouTube. Okay, so, but I will be doing the videos, normal videos, not for the paper discussion like this. It takes a lot of time. Yesterday, we spent almost 5 hours on live. Okay, for 5 hours live, we took almost 10 to 15 hours of preparation for different faculty, all the faculty members. And I thank all my faculty members and the team behind, cameramen and all the people working behind making notes and other things. Thank everyone, and I special thanks to the aspirants. Okay, and I motivate, I encourage all of you. So be with the confidence. Okay, revise more. Okay, practice more. Right, because this all is a matter of digits, right? So you will get confused. No need to worry. Practice more, revise more. So that will help you to make. Sometimes we can answer simple questions. We can make wrong answer simple questions also. So that will happen improper practice. Okay. So please revise as many times as possible. Revise. Revision is important. Okay, and comparison also important. And go to my previous videos. I've done rules and chapters. Okay, I simplified the rules and chapters. So go through that video, and I'm trying to make some more videos on to remember easy way. So please stay connected, and don't forget to subscribe and like the videos. Okay, which will give us the energy to do more videos. Right? Any doubts? Okay, so if no more doubts, you can go for the comment section. If you have any doubts, okay, you can write in the comment section, then we'll come back. Yeah, already it was there, decoded rules and forms. Yeah, 130 marks out of 300. 130 marks only, because this is a difficult question paper. But some people gave answers to all the questions, they went negative. Okay, so 130 marks. So I'll see you in the next video. So stay connected our channel. Yeah, I will answer your questions in the next video. So can I get this studies live video? No, live videos will be available in the YouTube only. You can. Okay. So I will do that one video regarding days and months and years. Okay. So I will do that. Don't worry. Okay. We will make one more video. Okay. So thank you for watching us. Thank you for patient listening since morning, and stay connected. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you so much.